I tried working out myself with gas cylinders, pipes, things, what I find at home.
Who should decide that?
What I do right now is more of a functional approach to fitness.
If you all can take a push-up right here, then that would be help.
That is where we are trying to approach it differently.
Healthy eating shouldn't be unhappy.
Your body is not really designed to just sit, work, sleep, eat, not for that.
Generally, people think because I'm a health coach, I don't eat anything. Majority of what I eat is for my health. Majority of what I do is for my health.
We have Joseph Charles, our guest, and Gauri Krishna with us tonight. Alright, so we'll get to know them through this session. So Joseph is an engineer by profession and he's a fitness coach. And Gauri Krishna is a nutritionist and a health coach. So it's a perfect match we have on the couch. So starting from Joseph. So how, you can probably start from how you got into this. Starting from being a fitness coach, how you got into this, what made you, what inspired you to get into this field?
Hi everyone, am I too loud? Yeah. Hi, I'm Joseph, and so I would just correct you about the profession part. I'm not an engineer by profession, but more like by education. I am a BTech graduate. I'm a civil engineer. But soon as I'm done with that, I shifted my profession into sales and marketing and management, which was so much easier to do. And through my journey, getting into fitness, I was always passionate about fitness, but I never really tried training somebody. I just did it myself. And I tried different aspects of fitness at that time. And then later, lockdown happened, and I was stuck at home. That's where I started, I don't have a gym to work out. And this is the first time I'm having such a long break without a gym. So I tried working out myself with gas cylinders, pipes, things, what I find at home. I found a passion in that. And I started training my brother at my garage. And that was my first client. And then I'm very happy doing that. Lockdown got over. I started training few of my friends on the terrace of my house. I started training online. Then I'm enjoying it, making some money, so I thought, why not make it a profession? That's how it started.
When was the first time you stepped into the gym? How was your first day? Was it with an intention to be a fitness coach someday, or was it as a normal, how anyone would get?
The first time I stepped into a gym was following my dad, going with him to the nearest gym, trying to be there, lifting some weights, but they would tell me not to at that age. So I would just step out, but yeah.
How is the industry? How does it help you? How flourished is the industry in Kerala right now?
I would say what I do right now is more of a functional approach to fitness. The most common way fitness is perceived right now in Kerala is through a multi-gym. Body isolation vadi, body building. ആ ഒരു ലൈൻ ഓഫ് ഫിറ്റ്നസ്സിലോട്ടാണ് കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാർ താല്പര്യം കാണിക്കുന്നതും ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാർക്ക് അറിയാവുന്നതും. അത് മാറിയൊരു ഓപ്ഷനില്ല ആൾക്കാർക്ക്. There's no way of education as well there. So that is where we are trying to approach it differently at Zero. Zero is a functional fitness center where I run. And so here what we do is I try to approach fitness from strength conditioning. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മുടെ ഫുൾ ബോഡി സ്ട്രെങ്ത്തും എൻഡ്യൂറൻസ് കൂട്ടാൻ, നമ്മുടെ ബോഡിയുടെ ഫ്ലെക്സിബിലിറ്റി കൂട്ടാൻ, മൊബിലിറ്റി കൂട്ടാൻ, അജിലിറ്റി കൂട്ടാൻ, സ്പീഡ്, ഫോക്കസ്, ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരുപാട് ആസ്പെക്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട് ഫിറ്റ്നസ്സിൽ. അതിൽ ഒരു കാര്യത്തിൽ മാത്രം ലിമിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാതെ എല്ലാം ട്രെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു മോഡ്യൂളാണ് ഇസ് വാട്ട് വി ആർ ട്രൈങ്. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് revolution of fitness is basically coming right now. And I see it in a lot of coaches, a lot of new studios which is coming up in Kerala. And that interest towards this is what really drove me to be here and do this.
Talking about revolution, we have the concept called animal flow, which you are here to talk about tonight. So, an interesting fact about that was he mentioned it is the movement art form. We never hear that a tagline term to gym, a movement of art form. So that kind of keen me to know more regarding the same. Could you please say a word or two?
Sure. Animal flow is basically like a movement art form where we enact a lot of animal movements, postures, forms, stretches, things like that, what animals do that we try to enact. It's kind of funny when, certain poses, when you see it, but when you do it, it's not very funny. It's very difficult. A lot of my people would agree to that. So, yeah, we would also be performing something over here. I'll be doing that for you. Yeah.
Really looking forward to seeing that. All right, thank you so much. Yes. Looking forward to seeing the session after this. Yes. So coming to Gauri Krishna. Yes. So she's a nutritionist and a health coach, as I mentioned earlier. So how was your first day when you discovered that, this is what I want to do, or that period of time in your life where you found out, okay, maybe this is where I want to focus on in life and make a living out of it?
No, basically I didn't pass the MBBS exam, so I had no other option but to find something that was similar to what I liked. Is it audible? Okay. Okay, so after my 12th grade, I repeated a year for MBBS because my grandmother forced me into it. But I realized it's not my cup of tea, after which I had to do something along the lines of human health and nutrition. So I decided to go for a BSc, Bachelor's in Nutrition. Even then, my focus was on modeling and dancing and all of that. I was not really passionate about it. But that was the time my parents actually set up the Harmony Clinic that I work in currently. And after my bachelor's, I actually did an international course from a university in New York. So that is what gave me the certification of a health coach. And that course actually changed my life. It changed the way I look at health. It changed the way I look at food. It changed everything about the career that I have right now. So right now, people think I give off diets. I help them with charts. The most asked questions I get on Instagram is PCOD chart, weight loss chart, weight gain chart, hair loss chart, no, not hair loss, hair gain chart, clear skin diet chart. But in fact, there is no diet chart. I mean, the topic I was going to talk about was perfect diet. But in fact, there is no perfect diet. So what I personally do is educate people about health. It's funny that all of you are here to listen to somebody talk about what you should be eating. Who should decide that? You should be deciding that. Do you think any other animal needs a nutritionist and a fitness functional coach? No. So in this fast-paced life, we just lost track of what to do with our body, what to do, what to eat, what not to eat. So fundamentally, me and him, we basically teach people on how to be healthy. We teach people what to eat, what not to eat. And the basic education is what matters. So right now, I work on all the elements with respect to a person's health. That is not just diet. I help with their sleep, mental health, their gut health. So everything that revolves around a person's health.
So talking about your company, Harmony Wellness Concept. So is it associated with what you just explained to us? Is it fully associated with that, or are you providing any other service along with it?
Okay, so generally we go to a hospital when we have diseases. So what we do is a more holistic approach to health. We don't wait for diseases to come up. Instead, we address the aspects of life so that we can improve the quality of the life that we have. So Harmony actually is a holistic or a functional clinic where we have a lot of experts from different verticals that I just said. So an individual needs support in all the verticals. So we have experts from all the verticals supporting that particular individual to improve the quality of the life. For example, mental health, we have psychologists and experts who talk about mental health. We have skin experts, we have fitness trainers, we have nutritionists. So we work as a team so we can understand the individual as a whole and address the person's imbalances in life. And one of the reasons for me entering this field is also because of my personal health journey, which I talk about a lot. 2 years back, I had a whole struggle with endometriosis. I had a weight gain of around over 10 kgs. My mental health was bad. So that is the point where I realized that the lifestyle plays a massive role in improving the quality of your health and how you feel. So my personal health journey basically motivated me to help other people going through the similar journey. That was endometriosis and PCOD, irregular periods and all of that. So basically I didn't want somebody else to go through something that I personally went through. So I want the whole intention of educating people that you don't have to suffer. So yeah, I have my personal motives to do what I do also.
So coming from what you both said on this couch tonight, how can a normal ordinary person who doesn't know anything about this tonight, all right, how can a beginner start off or change their perspective regarding their thoughts, perspective regarding this thing? So how can someone start?
Fitness, I would say you can sign up with zero. That's so I'm just kidding. I think you just should try to focus on a lot of aspects of fitness, like I said. Even first thing first, you should start doing something with your body. Your body is not really designed to just sit, work, sleep, eat, not for that. That's the first step to it. You need to start moving more. And your body is designed for that. You should be lifting some weights, walking, running. That's not an exercise that you should be preferring. You should rather stick on to some resistance training, add walking, running with it. Do something, start moving. And when you start getting more motivated about doing something a little ahead of that, that's when you start getting a fitness coach. Anybody, you can get it online, you can get a personal trainer. Yeah, get me. And yeah, get yourself a good guidance, train yourself to be stronger, and try to gain more knowledge out of it. You will like how it changes, how your life changes. I see it in all of my clients, all of the people that I have trained. I see how things have changed. Not just a lot of people, when they come, they start the training, their motive is to look different, but they go back feeling a lot different. They go back sleeping a lot better, being on a happier phase of life. I think that's more important. That's how it started for me, and that's how I would say it should be for everybody.
I don't want to get into the deeper science of carbohydrate, protein. It's going to be very boring. But I'll give you a simple example of what I do and how you can maybe start your health journey. If I hold an apple here and if I hold a burger on the other hand, naturally, which one would you all go for? Now, don't tell me you'll go for the apple. Burger. But if there is a cow right here, and if we put a burger and some grass, the cow is naturally going to go for the grass. Correct? So, the whole point of this is, we all lost our intuitive food compass and we all forgot what to eat. Like I said, no other organism needs a nutritionist. So fundamentally, the whole process of what I do and what I expect my clients to do is learn. Unless and until you know what is happening in your plate, you can't be healthy. Like, how do you listen to somebody else and eat? You decide what you should eat. But before that, you need to be educated enough to know what to put on the plate. So what we teach at Harmony is something called a plant-based diet. Maybe I can ask you, what did you have for breakfast?
I had chapati.
Chapati. What did you have for lunch?
Momos.
What?
I had momos for lunch.
Momos. Okay, what do you have usually for dinner?
I'm actually on a diet right now, so I'm having very portion control meal right now.
But generally, what do you eat?
Rice, our normal Indian
Rice.
meal, yes.
What is the color of almost all the grains that you have? Rice, momos?
It's all white.
White. Okay, this sounds very normal to all of you, no? Morning dosa, idli, puttu, upma, afternoon rice, dinner, chapati. But you need to understand this is so abnormal. Not calling all of you abnormal, but naturally talking, human beings' digestive system has been designed anatomically and physiologically to eat a lot of plant-based. So when I say plant-based, people think they're supposed to be vegetarians. No, man has always eaten meat. But right now the food that we eat is loaded with so much grains. And that too, white color, refined, polished grains, which is basically ripped off of all the nutrients. But in fact, we don't need so much grains, especially white grains. So what do we need? I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to lose a lot of clients. So ideally, depending on our movement, we are all sedentary. How many of you work out here regularly?
I do.
So only Kichu deserves to eat 3 grains. So generally, unless and until you're all farmers working from day to night in farms, you don't need so much grains. And even the grains that these farmers had, that was not white. It was brown. So the food that we eat has changed so much. It is loaded with so much refined carbohydrate. And to make things worse, our activities also changed. We have become sedentary. And like he said, most people don't really exercise to become healthy. They exercise to lose a couple of kilos. But I'll tell you something, 100 years back, if you didn't know how to climb a tree, you'll be eaten by a leopard. That is survival. If you didn't know how to run from a cheetah, you'll die. But right now, do you think if a lion comes and eats you, you can climb a tree? No, you can't. So fundamentally, we have all lost a very important organ in our body, that is muscle. So that is what Joseph is here to help you build. Not promoting him. But yeah, so our lifestyle has changed, our diet has changed. We all absolutely love sugar. So we are all addicted to grains. So in our sessions, we talk about how people are addicted to grains. And just like you all said, 3-time grain doesn't sound so abnormal. But you're all addicted to sugar. Grain is in fact a sugar. So we basically train people about how you're not vegetarians, you're all grainarians. We all need grains. The minute I tell you chicken curry, what comes to your mind? Chapati, bread. I tell you sambar, rice comes to your mind. Can you imagine having a curry or a thoran without the rice? No, so you're all addicted to grains. Sorry to tell you. Another thing is, generally, our nutrients from our diet that we get, that we are supposed to get, most of you are not getting. How many of you look at your plate and think, oh, this is vitamins, this is minerals, this is phytonutrients, good for my body? Anybody? No, that's my job, no? No, that's all of your job. So we have lost the education of what should go on a plate. 99% of the clients that come to our clinic are nutritionally deficient. So how do you think they look? Thin. When I say malnourished, what is the image that comes to your mind? A very lanky, thin person. But the paradox is, today the nutritionally deficient people are all obese. So we don't know that we are all nutritionally deficient. And in fact, how many of you have checked your vitamin levels and mineral levels? We don't do that. So with respect to health, we all assume that absence of disease is what is health. But in fact, it's not. If you all can take a push-up right here, then that would be health. If you all know what goes on a plate, that would be health. So I don't focus on telling people what to eat. I tell them, I train them about what they should be knowing so they can eat what they want to eat. Generally, people think because I'm a health coach, I don't eat anything. But my friends are here. I eat everything. But majority of what I eat, what I do is for my health. So, but when they see me eating, they assume, oh, nee dialogue paranjittu nee idakke kazhikku. But they don't see me what I eat at home. They don't see that I'm 5 days of the week I'm working out at the gym, correct? Yeah. So 80% of what I do is for my health. 20% I will go eat that pizza and the cake. So just because you want to be healthy, don't live a horrible life. Go eat the momos that Srinivas is serving. So, healthy eating shouldn't be unhappy. If the plate of food in front of you doesn't make you happy, it doesn't matter how healthy it is. It's not going to nourish you. So it should talk to you, it should connect with you. So I eat everything, but like I said, majority of what I eat is for my health. Majority of what I do is for my health. The rest, 20% is